For accurate weather forecast and live news, subscribe to our Skymet Weather YouTube channel. Press the bell icon and do not miss on any of our weather news.
Welcome to Skymet. This is the National Weather Bulletin. We have the forecast for the next 24 hours, 30th of July. Monsoon has been active over northern and the eastern parts of the country, and this trend will continue for the next couple of days. Coming to region-specific forecast for the east and northeast India, the low pressure area which had earlier formed in the Bay of Bengal and moved over parts of West Bengal and Odisha, now we see it as a low pressure area. It's well marked. Earlier also it was well marked over parts of West Bengal region, but now we see it almost over northern parts of Chhattisgarh, East MP and adjoining area. It's covering a large states, Bihar, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh region. Weather in a session with this system, mostly it will vacate West Bengal region now, and there the activity will mostly be confined to sub-Himalayan West Bengal or North Bengal, Malda, Bankura, Jalpaiguri, Siliguri, even the hilly areas of Darjeeling, Kalimpong, etc. that will be affected. That will have rain and thunder shower activity. But mostly it will be southern parts of Bihar and then northern parts of Chhattisgarh. In Bihar, Buxar, Bhojpur, Aurangabad, even going further up to Nevada, Banka, Munger, this is the pockets which is going to affect possibly heavy rain and thunder shower activity is expected over these parts. Even rain and thunder shower over Gaya, Patna also will be there. Northern parts of Jharkhand will include Gamla, Gunti, Daltonganj region. This is the pocket which will have more activity. It will be more of a northern and northwestern parts of Jharkhand under the influence of this particular system as such. Northeast India, fairly widespread rain and thunder shower activity, not very heavy as such, but yes, moderate rainfall and isolated heavy at places will continue. Coming to the northern parts of the country as such, we see multiple weather systems over there. There is a cyclonic circulation that's over Jammu Kashmir adjoining Pakistan region. There is a trough extending from that area and meeting the cyclonic circulation, yet another cyclonic circulation that's over parts of northeast Rajasthan adjoining Haryana and Madhya Pradesh region. We see the trough extending from this circulation joining the other one which is there over parts of Chhattisgarh and adjoining Madhya Pradesh. Now these multiple weather systems will keep the monsoon active over the northern parts of the country. Particularly it will be Uttar Pradesh region. Eastern parts of Uttar Pradesh will be covering even right up to Varanasi, Sonbhadra, that is the pocket which will have more weather. And on the western side it could be Etah, Etawah, Badaयूं, Aligarh and then Pilibhit, Bareilly. This pocket including Agra, Mathura will have rain and thunder shower activity. Coming to the Rajasthan region, it's in the proximity of Delhi region. That pocket will have more weather, which will include Jaipur, Ajmer, Alwar, Dholpur, Savai Madhopur. This is the pocket which will have possibly heavy rain and thunder shower activity at some places. Even parts of Haryana, that's west of Delhi, inclusive of Rohtak, Rewari, Jind, Jhajjar. This the pocket will have extreme possibly rain and thunder shower towards the later part of the day and then heavy at places. Parts of Punjab may not be that heavy, but along the foothills you can expect some rain and thunder shower. Hilly areas, they have been in news for cloudburst, for flooding, localized flooding, inclement weather condition for the last almost about 3 days. We got to be watch out for this pocket for another 2 to 3 days. Similar activity, particularly Jammu Kashmir region, and in Jammu Kashmir it should be Poonch, Rajouri, Riyasi, Kishtawar, Doda, Ramban. This is the pocket which is more vulnerable for this type of weather, cloudburst and lightning strikes and flash floods because of the water bodies. They are almost full to the brim and more rains are likely in these areas, and that's what the whole region is supposed to be on alert for the next about 3 days. This spills over even to parts of Himachal Pradesh. There has been some heavy rainfall over there also, including Dharamshala, Dalhousie, Una, Solan. Shimla also had fair amount of rain, and this activity will continue there. The cloudburst earlier over Kullu, Manali and Lahaul Spiti Valley, we got to be watch out again for this particular region. It remains vulnerable. Some parts of Uttarakhand, particularly the lower ones, inclusive of Mukteshwar, Pantnagar region, and even the high one up to even Uttarkashi, we got to be a little more alert and alarmed for this area for having inclement weather conditions. We come to the central parts of the country now. As I said, the low pressure has moved inland. Most parts of Orissa, they are out of any significant weather, any intense weather activity, but parts of Chhattisgarh, but northern parts of Chhattisgarh, which includes Surajpur, Balrampur, it could be even coming down up to Ambikapur, Bilaspur and adjoining parts including Korea. That region can expect rain and thunder shower activity, which will again spill over to eastern parts of MP. Eastern parts of MP is Rewa, Omaria, even Satna, Jabalpur. This pocket can have some rain and thunder shower activity. On the western side, northern parts of Madhya Pradesh are more prone for inclement weather activity, which will include Gwalior, Guna, Shiopur, Shiopuri, Datia, Bhind, Morena, and it could spill over even to the adjoining southern parts of the state also. Parts of Gujarat mostly remain free from any significant weather activity, barring southern parts of coastal Gujarat, which includes Valsad, Navsari and Surat region, that could have some moderate rain and thunder shower activity. Most parts of Maharashtra will remain free from any intense weather activity, only confined to Konkan region, including Mumbai. Moderate showers are expected. Sindhudurg, Ratnagiri, and then Raigad, Alibag. This area can expect moderate showers. The southern parts of the country are subdued monsoon for the last few days, and the similar conditions are going to continue. Only coastal Karnataka, Kerala, due to the presence of this particular trough which is extending, that's from South Gujarat up to Kerala, could be some light to moderate showers, but interiors generally remaining free from any significant weather activity. Rather drier weather is expected over many parts, inclusive of Rayalaseema, Telangana, Karnataka, interior parts, and even entire Tamil Nadu region can expect mostly dry weather conditions in these 24 hours. That's the weather update from Skymet. Keep watching for latest and further information on this. Thank you.
Keep your family healthy by downloading Skymet AQI app and tracking air pollution of your location in real time.